It's time for the Showtime and Timberwolves Show with your hosts, Paladino Joey and the People's Champ, Vince Germano.
I wouldn't put anything past us, and that's the goal, is to get to the finals and win it.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? It's the Showtime and T-Wolves Show. I am your host, Paladino Joey, and with me, once again, and as always, from Victoria, Australia, the People's Champ, Vince Germano.
And again, I could have sworn that was Shaquille O'Neal doing the intro.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Oh, wait a minute, I'm trying to do Elvis. No. Look at me.
You're doing a black Elvis.
Yeah, pretty much. Shaq could have been Elvis. No, okay, that's bad.
A black 7-foot Shaq Elvis. You're doing.
That would be awesome. hey, Kenny, you ain't nothing but a hound dog. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, Kenny. Oh, man. So we are, of course, brought to you by thesportstuff.com, as you heard at the beginning in there, at the very beginning. And, well, it's time to start things out, as we always do. It is the time for the beer check. What is your frothy today?
Well, I'm halfway through my frothy. But I am another beer from Tasmania, a Cascade Premium Light.
Ah, nice. Yeah. Cascade Premium Light. Cool.
Yeah, it's a decent beer, actually. It's good beers come out of Tasmania.
Mm-hmm. But how dare you get anything with the word light on it? No, okay. I'm so mean.
Well, I had to drive, so I can't. Yeah, you know.
Oh yeah. Yep.
You can't drink and drive. That's a big no-no.
No. Oh, I hear you there. Totally.
Hank does all the time. Of course, my co-host side podcast, he's a notorious drink driver.
The awesome courtside podcast. Look at you. You're turning him in already.
Allegedly. I'll say allegedly.
There we go.
If any legal ramifications.
So now that explains the... Okay, sorry. And
that and the drugs.
That and his sound effects. Oh, I love that guy. Well, over on this side in Golden Valley, Minnesota, it is Ethos IPA. The Ethos IPA, the India Pale Ale from Tallgrass. We do appreciate Tallgrass for sponsoring us. It's still kind of unofficial, unfortunately, but it is official, but nothing's officially happening yet. We're going to still plug them as we are supposed to because we have been approved. So thank you again, Tallgrass. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's just say I'm still waiting for my slab.
Yeah, doggone it. Doggone it. Yeah, we got the Ethos. This is the IPA version, of course, the most hoppy of them all from them. For the excellent beer, of course, you have the 8-bit Pale Ale. It's got the Pac-Man logo on it, the coolest can in the world. I don't think there's any doubt about that. They got other ones like Oasis, Buffalo Sweat. I was going to bring that on, but I keep saying nah, because I'm always more in the mood for hops than a stout. But hey, a lot of people out there like your stouts. That's Buffalo Sweat. They have a regular one and a vanilla bean one. So, yeah, rock and roll. If you're...
I need one of those 8-bits cans for my office here, next to my Lakers back-to-back championship bottle that I've got here.
Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, I got to get that in there, and you can have a nice photograph with it too. We could put it on the Facebook page.
Absolutely.
Can't get better than that. So it has been, it's been a eventful week, we can say, for both teams. Yeah, kinda. Well, I guess in a way, we've been record breakers. Dare I say? Record breakers.
Well, I've totally blocked out yesterday's results.
Yep.
Who did we play again? Oh, that's right. Yeah, we don't care.
We played the...
Move on.
Whoa. Oh, so yes, it is. Obviously, this is a Lakers and Timberwolves show. For you, like wondering why is he talking about this or them? But yeah, that game. Let's see. Well, yeah, we don't want to go there. No, we don't want to go. Right? Yeah, that was the Lakers and Timberwolves game. We'll probably briefly get to that in a little bit, just because I'm just a terrible guy. Well, you broke the record. You did have a franchise record this year. How could you set a franchise record in the third quarter against the vaunted New York Knicks? You set a franchise record.
It's well, you've got to look at. You got to try and find some positives in such a dismal season.
Yeah,
and there's not many under Mike D'Antoni, so I've got to admit it was nice to beat the Knicks. But big deal, 51 points. It's it's just it means nothing. It's just Mike D'Antoni just sitting there going, "Oh, I told you this system works."
That's about it. Yeah, I mean, and just for the record,
huh? You're right. That's about it. This system works, guys. I told you.
Yeah.
You need to play when you can score 51 points in a quarter.
See, I'm telling you, that's the D'Antoni offense. I'm telling you, there it is.
It's things are looking up.
They are in a big way. Yeah. So for the record, the Lakers did defeat the Knicks on Tuesday, March 25th. It was 127-96. So, Joe, those of you wondering, if you don't know completely what we're talking about there, the Lakers did score 51 points in the third quarter, a franchise record. So that's where the record breaker conversation comes in. A lot of you do know what we were talking about, but just in case you were not paying attention or missed it or something this week, so which does happen to some people. So. Yeah, an excuse for D'Antoni to look good for a quarter. And the more impressive thing is the Knicks didn't score 100 points.
Well, that's and just a nice little positive, but I'm not sure it was because of our defense.
Yeah, they probably were just bored, saying, "Oh, I just want to get out of here. This sucks."
Yeah, that's it. Things were just not falling for them, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't lost interest, but I could never lose interest in the Lakers. But I've had enough. I've had enough of this. I can handle losing. I can't handle my teams not playing any defense.
Yeah, it's kind of like he's and of course you have this guy on the bench over there as well. It's kind of like your version of our Kurt Rambis days. Oh, sorry for invoking that for either side for now.
Whoa, I won't hear anything bad against Kurt Rambis.
Yeah, I'm sorry. At least our version of his as the coach, anyway. Yeah, I know he's a great assistant over there, and
we love him.
The player part was pretty fun too. It was a good time, but yeah.
Love player. He was awesome. Just well, he wasn't awesome, but you know what I mean.
He was decent, like Phil Jackson was with his new club.
Well, he played a role and he did it well, and he just a good locker room guy, good team guy, and he put up some okay numbers, like 8 7s, but hey, he got 3 rings out of it, so a nice career. So
absolutely, that's what they play for, or so we'd like to believe,
Yeah, that and money.
That and money. That and money.
And chicks.
And chicks. And attention and all that. At least most of them.
All the good stuff.
All the good stuff. So you head up to the Midwest. Things don't go so well. I don't know if you want to. I'll let you have the floor if you want to or not.
You should bask in all the glory. Go on.
Well, there's 2 teams though. That's why I'm afraid.
Oh, we didn't turn up, mate. So you just said, you guys gave us a beating. You belted us within an inch of our life.
Yeah, it was well, that was the other record-breaking side. But real quick, I'll just say for the record, I don't want to say it. That's why I'm afraid to. I'm going to be nice, but yeah, you did lose to the Milwaukee Bucks as well, unfortunately. So that's why I was saying there were 2 games that didn't turn out too well. 3-point loss to the Bucks, 108-105. And then the Showtime and T-Wolves have their second version of our head-to-head matchup, and it looked like the 1985 Lakers versus the 2010 Timberwolves. Yes. where we were giving up like numbers like this. We were giving up like $1.50s, and yeah, for one night we looked like the Showtime Lakers. Just for one night, 143-107, record breakers again. This is the Timberwolves' highest scoring game of all time. Yeah, I can't believe it.
Well, enjoy it because we spanked your asses for like 27 straight games. So
rub it in now. No,
and we took your franchise. We took your franchise right out of Minneapolis. So enjoy it.
Yeah, but I know the other part that's coming at some point. At least the possibility. The possibility exists and persists.
The championship. Oh, no, Kevin Love.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Cross my fingers here.
We'll try and get to that a bit later, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, look, you guys. Peck came back, played really well, and
yeah, what the heck? Like 12 points just like that. Yeah, what the heck, Peck? I mean, these numbers are astounding. Like, not the rebounding part, but he only played 21 and a half minutes, made 9 of 10. He was a plus 38. I don't even know that was possible. 26 points in about 3/5 of a game, on average. Yeah, like on average, what he would play 3/5 of it.
That's handy.
Holy moly. Yeah, I mean, it was a nice return, but of course I tweeted out, am I the only one that's disappointed Pekovic is back? because I was horrified like that. You know what would happen. It'd be Gorgie Zhang, DNP. Are you kidding? No.
Well, you got the best of both worlds. You got Deng and Pekovic playing pretty good games.
That is pretty cool. Yeah, he made, I mean, look at this. Look at this number. I mean, so Gorgie Zhang, 5 of 5 from the floor. So our centers essentially shot 14 of 15 from the floor. Yikes. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hate to brag, but that's pretty good.
Well, yeah. There's not much I can say. It was impressive. 2 guys I both like, so and I don't dislike the T-Wolves, but
just this game.
It would have been nice if we actually competed a bit harder.
Yeah, and it's tough, and obviously, what's going on with that was the part I was a little bit worried about, but I have to ask, Pau Gasol out with vertigo? Starting to remind me of a certain co-host. Okay, I'll leave that alone. A certain other co-host, but
what is? Fill me in, because I should have probably googled this, but really, vertigo? Isn't that like something to do with your ears or something, like a massive infection or something? Or
I thought that's fear of heights, like from the I still remember the movie Vertigo, where it's from like the '60s or something. Yeah, I'll probably leave that. It's just
because that's what I thought, because he was suffering from nausea and was dizzy and all that sort of stuff. So he had MRIs and stuff, and it all came back clear. But then someone said, "Oh, I think it's got something to do with your ears." So I know Tyler Hansbrough had it as well.
Weird, yeah, because
he was out for a while.
It's very strange. Yeah, it's saying he'll see an eye, nose, throat doctor, and this was this past Wednesday he had to see a eye, nose, and throat doctor. That's strange.
It's interesting on Pau. He said he wants to win another ring next season, but he said he'll sign with the Lakers depending on what they do. So I think he's gone. I think he's made up his mind. He's gone.
It could be.
Little side note there, but I must say, one guy I'm loving at the minute is Jordan Hill for us. Playing very well. He had matched his career high 28 against the Bucks.
Yes.
Was okay against you guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But Kendall Marshall's on a bit of a slide.
Yeah, not a good night. No, unfortunately, missed all 6 of his shots. Oy, yeah. Oy. Or no, I'm trying to. Hank again. Sorry.
I reckon you've got a better jump shot than Kendall Marshall.
At least that night. Yeah, that didn't look good. I was. Yeah, and this is one of those kind of games. It got so bad, you kind of start to mentally doze off a little bit, even though you're watching it. But yeah, I mean, he was definitely off.
Yeah, look, not a lot of positives, but on my end. But a lot for the T-Wolves. Probably still not going to make the playoffs, but try and end the season well, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't mean all that much. Like when you try to finish strong. I mean, Sometimes it does, but it seems like I don't know. It seems like with Minnesota teams, when they finish strong, they don't pick up where they left off. Uh, Gosh, let's see. A couple games that have been played since then. That Phoenix game, that was a debacle. And I do think that may very possibly kill all the conspiracy theorists that think the Suns are going to deliberately finish behind the Wolves to through land our draft pick for the Wesley Johnson trade. That's your guy over there in L.A., Mr. Wesley. But yeah, Phoenix with a 22-point comeback when the Wolves had a 41-point first quarter. Just nice fourth quarter, guys. Yeah, nice.
That's funny. Well, it's not funny. Yeah, I don't think Phoenix would want to miss the playoffs, even though if they do, they get a nice pick probably. But I think it's all about playoffs for them. I think it'd be really good to build on that next season for them.
And to be honest, they're fairly deep too. So it's kind of like I would think there's no super rush to like let's just lose on purpose and get a draft pick from somebody. I got to think that'd be a really nice confidence builder for that franchise to make the playoffs.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, like with the Wolves, it's like I don't know if it would mean as much because I just don't think they'd play well against one of the top dogs.
Well, yeah, I've said this before to you and also to Hank as well. Like, I think you really needed to make the playoffs this season to at least give Kevin Love something to say, well, we made some strides this year. We made the playoffs. Even if, you get knocked out in the first round, it's still a step up. And let's see who else the, Flip can land for me. Again, as long as he can see that he's trying to make the playoffs, make this team into a contender, I think he'd stay.
That's the other part. That's the other part that I'm already kind of like blanking on. It's like, look at me. That's the other part. You do want to make the postseason with the whole Kevin Love confidence in the organization. It's a tough situation. It is.
Well, especially too because he's 26.
Yeah,
and it's still young, but next year he turns 27. If you don't make the playoffs next year, well, he's going to be able. Well, next year, start of next season, I'm 28.
Oh my
I've probably
God!
got another 4 or 5 years in my prime left. I want to go somewhere like Chicago or the Knicks or whoever.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, I hope he stays. I love the thought of him and Rubio together at Minnesota. I hope he stays, but I don't know, man. The drums are too many beers. Are beating quite loudly that he is looking to leave.
I truly hope not, but again, the possibility. I mean, obviously, this is probably the main theme of this show for the next 18 months or so, 16 months or so. That's the thing. The clock's ticking, and it's been a whole lot of nothing when it comes to any type of postseason since he got in the league. So, I can't even imagine how that's wearing on him.
Well, this is Minnesota's version of LeBron and the decision.
Yeah? What if he does it? Go to South Beach.
I'm taking my talents to LA.
Yay! Taking my talents to, what's the nickname? The City of Angels, something like that. Because you get South Beach. Yep. And then we'll be burning his jerseys. Mm-hmm. And selling his jersey price at, the Benedict Arnold? Huh?
I just want to say to any Minnesota fan, if Kevin Love does leave, do not burn your jerseys. Send them to me. I'm happy to take them on.
Mm-hmm. And shame on me for not having one in the first place. Look at me. Look at me. I don't even have any jersey now.
Absolutely disgusted that you don't have one.
Yeah, I should have one because, I mean, obviously I do love him. It's not like I don't have one because I don't like him. It's just I'm kind of cheap right now. I'm just cheap. Yeah, that's what it is. I had Garnett and Marbury's.
Who have you got in your wardrobe there?
Well, they're all pretty old. Let's see. Well, Magic Johnson. Yeah, huh? Yep.
That's good. That's good. But I'm talking T-Wolves here.
Yeah, they're gonna kill me. Excuse me. A autographed Garnett jersey. I'm like confident to death here. An autographed Garnett jersey. Believe it or not, but it's autographed KG though. So
I'll have that if you don't want it.
Yes. And then another Kevin Garnett jersey, and then a Paul Pierce jersey. Yep. What? Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I think that's what I used to have a Sean Kemp, but I got rid of it. It's like
Oh no! What?
too much marijuana. No, I'm kidding. Well, because it was the ugly Sonics jerseys. So it was those ugly ones, those green and red ones. Ugh.
The ones they wore in the playoffs against the finals against the Bulls.
Yes, those are horse crap. Yeah, if it was the old ones before that, oh man, I wouldn't give that away for like $1,000. Okay, maybe I would.
After the show, I'll send you the pic of my short camp jersey that I got.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
I've got that many jerseys. It's not funny.
You have the glove?
No, I've got that many jerseys. It's not funny.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. At first I thought you meant Gary Payton when you said the glove.
No. I like Gary.
We tried to get. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Gary Payton, but he wasn't jersey worthy for me.
Gotcha. Yeah, he's the guy we wanted here in Minnesota for about 5 years straight. Like, please, and then it never happened. Ugh.
You sound like Laker fans.
Mm-hmm.
You sound like Laker fans.
Yeah, that eventually did happen, but it was like too late. Joey, stop it.
It was crap.
Very disappointing. Yep. But overall, Gorgie Zhang continuing to show that he belongs in the lineup. So that's the good part. And obviously he does, but I mean, Adelman allowing him to stay in the lineup and picking up where he left off, that was the good part in that Laker game. Started against Phoenix, started against Memphis. Wolves didn't play well, but Gorgie Zhang was fun to watch. That was the good part.
Did you see that some crazy person tweeted that Gorgie just might be the best rebounder in the NBA?
Did I do that?
Yep.
I did. I did. And then I put...
Just a bit excited there? Joey?
Yeah.
Yep. Just drinking your own Kool-Aid there, mate?
Yes. Blueberry and lime, if you know what I mean. Blue and green. And I'm not a Kool-Aid drinker, but Gorgie, I'm a Gorgie drinker right now.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
It doesn't sound good. I'm sorry.
But I'm with you. I love me a bit of Gorgie. And, look, we spoke about this before the show, but again, Hadelman's got to be sitting at home in his office going, oh, why didn't I play Gorgie earlier instead of playing Cunningham at centre?
Yeah, it's like a common sense thing to me. I mean, I'm telling you, when you get guys that are at best going to get you maybe 6 rebounds at best, maybe in his absolute top game, maybe 10 points, and then you get a guy who can go out there and get 15 rebounds in the same amount of time. Come on, Edelman, please.
15 rebounds and block a couple of shots and have a nice touch around the basket and make a nice pass. There's nothing that I've seen from Gorgie that isn't good.
Yeah, I mean, there's no comparison to these other guys. They're role players, and we're happy to have them in their role. But to be taking minutes away from players that are that have more talent than them, I don't understand it. I really don't. It drives me nuts.
Well, having Deng at centre, and then you still want to play Cunningham. I like Cunningham as a role player. You can still play him at power forward, and he can spread the floor a little too to give Gorgie some room in there to work. So again, Rick, come on, buddy. It's too late. You've left it run too late. Yeah,
it's ridiculous. It's strange. It's like Gorgie's shot blocking went down a little bit, which is kind of strange to me. But it's still the threat of rim protection is still very much there, though. And his quick feet, I have to say this before I run the segment too long, but his quick feet are unbelievable. I mean, when I was talking about the fastest rebounder in the league and all that stuff, or best rebounder, pardon me, ultimately I typed in top 5 in there, but he might be the best. That was another tweet, so I guess it was 2 separate tweets. But
that's when you started to sober up.
Yeah, but like part of it is it's I was reprimanded by Pumpa. He was saying that it's dribble. It's just energy, like more similar to Jordan Hill level. And I'm like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I disagree with that. You can have all the energy in the world, but if you don't have the desire to rebound, you're not going to be a good rebounder.
Yep, and if you don't have the quick feet means something. I mean, I know a thing or two about that because I actually have had pretty quick feet at times on the court, and I was a hell of a rebounder in my day. So it helps. It helps with positioning. It helps with out hustling the other team. What's wrong with that? So,
and Gorgie's got much like myself in my prime, I must say, had a quick 1-2 jump. Gets the rebound, bang, straight up.
Yeah, exactly. Then it's easy points. Take the easy
loving
points, damn it.
Really am loving this Corgi experience.
Absolutely, yeah. He's been the feature presentation even more than Kevin Love in this show the past few weeks. If you guys haven't noticed out there, so yeah, he's absolutely. It's been a lot of fun.
Yep.
So, anything else you have about the Lakers you'd like to say?
Yeah, no, we suck.
You suck.
Yep.
Yeah, I just wondered if you had any other like random story floating around. But
look, I'm just really enjoying the play of. I do love seeing the young guys play like Bazemore and Brooks and Jordan Hill. I love watching Jordan Hill play.
yeah, I mean,
I
he's
just
still
hope we can
worth
keep
it.
these guys. You know, I want Jordan Hill to stay. I want Bazemore to stay. I'm not fussed about Brooks, even though I do like him.
Mm-hmm.
I want Meeks to stay. I love watching all these guys. It's just a shame we're coached by an absolute moron. But yeah, I think that's pretty much a weekly occurrence. I say that.
Yeah, same here. And ultimately, and obviously, Adelman's pedigree is good, but it's not working here. It's just not. And
Yep.
ultimately, both of us need two words: a coaching change. So
That's it.
it will be a.
That's 3.
Yep, it will be very nice. Coaching change, yeah. But yeah, it will be nice to have new coaches next year, without a doubt. Hopefully, like you said on the page, was it you get Lionel Hollins, we get Freddie Hoiberg. Yes.
I would be very happy with that.
I would too. I fear that it's going to be tough to get Freddie, but because that's kind of a dream job for him over there, Iowa State.
Every man's got his price.
Mm-hmm. Never know. Oh, hands
You
folded.
can only ask. You can only ask.
Please, Freddie. Please. Please, Fred. Please, we need you. I would really, really love Fred Hoiberg here.
And for the listeners out there, I will be taking odds on how fast Joey turns on Fred Hoiberg. So don't worry, I'll have those odds for you very soon.
Why is Fred playing Breje Barea? Come on! I thought this was going to change. Okay, sir.
Pretty much odds on favourite. It'll be 6 months.
Oh my God! If Brea's still here and he's playing significant, okay. Anyhow, you get the idea.
That's it.
I don't even know if I want to get into this or not, but they were talking about how Kevin Love was all. Which one?
You have to. You got to face it. Come on.
The Kevin Love thing.
Yep.
Yeah, but he's been sounding pretty defeated of late, and that was after that Phoenix game. He was kind of like talking, just almost like, "Yeah, well, we just blew it, The season, kind of like the season's over. Now it's just about salvaging the season, salvaging what we can." That's basically what he was saying. I'm paraphrasing, so it's not 100% what he said. So no one has to give me a 1 star in iTunes or anything for that one. But yeah, and everybody's just assuming he's gone. He's gone. Oh, goody. I mean, it's
I was just
it's
waiting
just the
for
same
you,
old.
mate.
Yeah, I was like, wait for it. No, it's like, why do we have to keep hearing this? But no, a game like that is going to be derailing, obviously. But to me, it's like I had no faith they were going to make the playoffs anyway. I don't know why it was dawning on him that game was so disappointing. How about the last time we lost to Phoenix, and the game we gave up against the Denver Nuggets at home, and the Warriors. I mean, there's like a trillion other games that I think deflated this season a lot more than that Phoenix game. That was just another one to pile onto the mountain.
Yeah, and a theme all year for you blokes, well, for me, watching you guys is just, you don't, you look at the schedule and you go, for this week, and you go, Tiva should win that.
Yeah.
Tiva should win that. And they lose, and then you come up against Oklahoma, say, the Wolves, they won't win that. It's like, the Wolves beat Oklahoma. It's like, what is going on? Like, that's the whole theme of this year. I don't know. I mean, some of it's coaching. Maybe sometimes the players just think they've just got to turn up. They're not taking these teams too seriously. Who knows? We're not in the inner sanctum, but it's again today I read today that Love's interested in LA, Chicago, Knicks, wants to go to a big team, big market, and all that sort of stuff. Don't know how true it is, but
yeah,
the drums are beating, my friend. It's and they're going to only get louder. And also, I've read that Lakers are putting together a package to try and get Love during the draft.
Well, I mean, if we're going to lose Love, I'd like to get as much as we can. I mean, Denver Nuggets turned out okay when they lost Carmelo, at least for a little while, until everything imploded in the offseason last year. Still trying to figure what happened trying to figure out what happened there. Losing my mind already thinking about all this whirlwind.
I think if we get a top 3 pick, I think Love's ours.
Yeah, it could happen, and it depends on who's there. Obviously, Wiggins, that would be nice, but boy, it's all a matter of time what's going to happen, I suppose.
And I think we'll give up. We'll just say here's our first pick. Say it's number 3. Is Powell. Whoever else you want, and give us Love. And I think Flip would do that, because if this is all true, Flip knows he's gone. So you're gonna have to get something for him.
If it's true,
or you just wait another year.
It still could come to that. I kind of personally think Love will be on the team next year, personally, but again, I guess it's all hypothetical at this point.
Honestly, I hope he is. I want to make that clear, because I do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll take him.
Yeah, of course.
But I love him at Minnesota, and I want to see him try and bring a championship there with Rubio. That would make me cock a hoop.
Yeah, it's all a matter of, it's all a matter of type, all a matter of time. It's all a wait and see type of thing, because you never really know who's telling the truth, who isn't, what it is. I mean, obviously where there's smoke, there's fire, so there's probably some truth to it. I do think he does not go to New York unless somehow he's just totally enamored with Phil Jackson, and I suppose that possibility exists now because of that. Before Phil got there was 0% chance he was going to ever play for the Knicks, in my opinion. Now there's a 15% chance. Obviously, if he liked the Lakers, Phil Jackson, well, yeah, that name kind of had something to do with the Lakers when he may have been a fan of theirs. So,
Yep, big time.
So it's like
it is going to be very interesting to see what happens next few months.
Yeah, I mean the one thing that makes the Wolves look better as we continue to run on this is that well, who's got the best record out of all those teams except Chicago? But the Knicks aren't doing so hot. I mean, though they may actually be the best what's even the word? Backing into the postseason team I've ever seen, if they actually make it, because Atlanta's so awful right now. Or the Lakers obviously look at their situation. So, I mean, if he wants to complain about what team's doing well and what team isn't, I mean, well, we're actually still doing slightly better than these other teams. So there has to be a plan in place for that team for him to want to go there, I think.
But there's only two teams in the 4 that have won championships recently. Well, Bulls not that recent, but
semi. Yep.
That's the Lakers and Bulls.
Yeah, I mean the Knicks. We're talking 1972, right? So
yep. And the Lakers.
Been a while.
The Lakers, they don't stay crap for long.
No, they never really have. I mean, it's short. This is their worst season ever, without a doubt. Ever.
Absolutely. And one thing about Lakers management, even though and this will still happen with Dr. Bus gone, they will overspend and pay luxury tax if they know we can compete for a title. They'll pay it. They do not care. And that is what is in Kevin Love's favour, because I don't think Glenn Taylor would even go near a luxury tax, even if they were close to a title.
He hasn't really shown too much willingness to do that. That one season, that one great season, he went way over because they thought they were out. I mean, that's kind of classic Minnesota right there with every team we pretty much have ever had, especially the Vikings, where it's all this one and done crap where, okay, let's try to get all these older veterans we can and try to win it now, this minute, and they don't. And then it's like rebuild for 15 years. It's been 10. It's been 10 since that one.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, T-Wolves, Knicks, Bulls, and Lakers each have to show him a plan. Like, it's all well and good to get him, but you've got to show him who you're going to try and surround him with and who you're going to go after and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch how it all pans out.
And you did present a very good argument about when I was saying how well, there has to be a plan in place. LA's probably got some type of plan. So, and they have the resources to go forward on that plan. Minnesota has never shown it. Yeah.
Well, Mitch. Look, I can only speak for the Lakers. I know Mitch will have a plan. Mm-hmm. There's something there, and I hope it just comes to fruition.
Mm-hmm. So as we do the battle for Kevin Love, the battle rages on. This was the battle at Midway today, right here. This is a big one. Big battle. But unfortunately, it's still at a stalemate for the time being. Yeah. It's not looking as good as it was a few weeks ago, but at least on the Minnesota side. But we shall see indeed there. If there's nothing else, we might as well hop into the break and then get into our weekly retro, weekly bar fight, and our fan interaction. We'll be back right after this.
Do you shop on Amazon? Did you know that you can support this podcast just by doing your normal shopping on Amazon? It's really easy to do. Just go to thesportstuff.com and click on one of the many Amazon pictures. Do your normal shopping, and Amazon sees that we referred you, and they give us a percentage. We'd like to thank you in advance for supporting thesportstuff.com, and please use our Amazon link. Now enjoy the rest of the show.
We are going round like Saturn's rings.
Too busy to sit in front of a computer? Simply search for and download Showtime and Timberwolves on iTunes for Apple devices. For Android, find us on the Double Twist app. And for Windows and BlackBerry, search for us in the store icon. And now, back to Palladino Joey and Vince Germano. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Showtime and T-Wolves. Follow us on Twitter at Showtime T-Wolves and at Vinrock44. Don't forget to call into our phone lines at 209-736-7877. That's 209-736-7877. Now back to Palladino and Vinrock. And we are back here on Showtime and T-Wolves, or the Showtime and T-Wolves show. It is time to hop into our weekly stuff. Yes, sir, weekly stuff. That's a cute sound. But it's the retro Laker we'll start with. Vince, what do you got?
Look, I have got a massive favourite of mine back in the day, and that is the original D12. Vlade Divac.
Yes, sir.
The very first time I saw Vlade, well, not one of the very first time, I was impressed because I saw him dribble around Michael Jordan. I thought, if you're 7 foot and can dribble around Michael Jordan, that's good in my books. And he spent a total of 8 years in LA, and fittingly came back to spend his last season there in 2004-05 at age 36. Only averaged 2 points a game in like 15 games, but it was just like a farewell sort of tour, I guess, and which didn't amount to much. But look, got a career high of 16 and 10 in 94-95. Was so good during the mid 90s for us, helping us get back up in the standings. And I think that his greatest contribution to LA was allowing us to trade him to Charlotte for Kobe Bryant, which ended up being a legendary player and more championships. So he probably should get a couple of rings just for that.
Yeah, and freed the way for Shaq too. I mean, that right there was the telltale sign the Lakers are getting Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
And little did we know this young high school star was going to be Kobe Bryant. Oh my God. And
still is one of the best players going around to this day, Kobe Bryant.
Yes, he is. And he's climbing up that all-time scoring list, yeah.
And I think Vlade was an all-star in 2001, I'm pretty sure, with Sacramento. Mm-hmm. He had some great years in Sacramento as well. But yes, there was a rivalry there, but to me, he's always one of my favourite Lakers, and I wear his jersey T-shirt with pride.
Very, very cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and I like when players go back for their final year with their original team like that. I really like that. So I like how Scotty did with Chicago as well. And yes, it was a nondescript time, like just like Scotty, unfortunately. And that was a terrible team, by the way. But yeah, man, that guy, that son of a gun, Vladdy, was a pain in the butt for us against those Sacramento Kings and those, well, a lot of those really dramatic regular season games. Like some of the most dramatic games we've ever had were against the Sacramento Kings, like in the history of our franchise. There's some excellent games. Vladdy, big part of it. He could really get under people's skin, but he could also kick some major butt. Great passer, man. Oh, how could you not like him? Yeah.
Yep, loved his skill set was just fantastic,
It was.
and could step out and hit a three.
He was a versatile son of a gun and very, very durable too. For the most part, like once in a while he'd get hurt, but looks like his second year in Charlotte. But outside of that, yeah, man, very durable guy too.
An underrated shot blocker, and he's just under 700 rebounds short of 10,000. So that's a bit of a shame. Would have been nice to get the 10,000, but he'd get 13,000 points. So yeah, just a really nice career, and will always be one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm. And who could forget that crazy move he did have in the NBA Finals, right? Because that was in the '91 Finals, right?
Yep.
Around Michael. Yeah, I still remember the look on his face. He's like, "Oh my god!" Where he covered his lips, like, "Huh?" You know?
Yeah.
He was in absolute shock. I can't believe I did that.
Yeah.
My brother was like, "You lucky blankety blank," you know, 'cause he wanted the Bulls to win.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about the results of the finals. That's not important at this stage. No, look, just one of my all-time favourites. And
yeah,
actually, I'm in the mood to watch a bit of Vladdy. Actually, I might go grab an old game after this.
Vladdy. Oh, I love that. But yeah, so now we're gonna stick in the '90s. Yeah, we're gonna be in the '90s again. Yes, the '90s. Well, in early 2000s and all that good stuff. I believe his last season was the same year, if you can believe it. A guy that I pray to God Kevin Love doesn't start talking like, but maybe, because he once long ago pointed to every locker in the Timberwolves locker room and said, "Loser, loser, 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 loser," and then pointed to his and said, "Winner." That was number 32, Christian Laettner.
He did that?
He did.
Really?
He did, yep. He said, "I'm the only winner here," because obviously he won with Duke and all that stuff, and these guys are all losers. He actually did that, and I do believe it was just him with a reporter or something. But still, I pray to God he wasn't in front of all the players too. I would think they would gang rape. Okay, I won't use that word, but
jeez, what a peanut!
Yeah,
that is. Yeah, I'd hate him after that if I was a T-Wolves fan.
Yeah, it's like an urban legend, but it's one of the urban legends that, it was real. You know what I mean? Some urban legends are just a bunch of nonsense, but they're a bunch of crock. But this one this was the real thing. And I pray to God that's not where Kevin Love heads at some point, thinking he's the only winner on the team and all that. But we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'll try to keep it on later. Pardon me for already, look at me jumping into Love again. But yeah, number 3 overall pick, of course, ended up being the third lotto ball instead of the first or second when we should have been first, and we could have maybe settled for a guy by the name of Alonzo Mourning. Oh darn! Well, we didn't get Shaq, but at least we got Alonzo. Barring the kidney stuff that took place and slowed him down for quite a while. But Laettner, not even close to them. Solid career, though. Solid career. But obviously, not even close to the Shaqs and the Alonzos of the world. And, of course, the bad attitude as well. You couldn't really see it. The first year, he seemed like an okay guy. But from there on, it was like, Yeah,
he didn't his knees get worse and worse with each season? Laettner, wasn't that the word on him? His knees weren't the best.
Yeah, I gotta, I never really heard directly about that, but and he did tear his Achilles when he was with Detroit, so and that really he was never really the same after that. It seemed like Achilles tears are not good. Pardon me for bringing that up, but and I was not.
That was just a long time ago. Medicine's moved on at an alarming rate now.
Yeah, and I was definitely not intending to start something, even though it may have seemed like it. But the really annoying part, though, this is the part that drives me nuts about of a lot of the semi decent, well, yeah, high draft picks of this league. Guess what his top scoring season was of his whole career? Can you guess?
18.2 points
Yeah,
in 92, 93.
that was his rookie year. Yeah, that's what's annoying about it. I hate that. And Joe Smith was the same thing too. First year is his best year, and then it's just a, kind of. Some years were close to it. Some years weren't as close. It's like, man, come on now.
Yeah, see, once he hit 28, 29,
Yeah.
that's when it started to go downhill for him.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and the injuries and such. Yep, the Detroit, he was really solid with them for a little while there. And
Yeah.
And I always remember the fans in this town would rag on him every single time he came here, even though it's like 8-9 years after he was, we're talking 8-9 years after he was out of here. People were still giving him hell. It's like, what the heck? But I did enjoy it. It was funny.
Yeah, well, like you got him as the number 3 pick, and you probably thought, hello, we've got our franchise power forward here, and things going to look up, and didn't happen, and just hold a grudge, I guess. Don't hold a grudge for more than 50 years. That's my thing.
We're just trying not to. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we really did believe we got a franchise player, even though it wasn't Shaq or Alonzo. We figured, well, if this is a 3-player draft, it was a 2-player draft, but I don't know. It's just classic. It's just classic luck that plagued the Wolves for, decades after that, unfortunately. Doggone it. Okay. Number 2 pick. Yeah, that was a 1-player draft a couple of years ago, but yeah, 1-player draft. Derek Williams. Excuse me.
We've all our teams have made shocking picks at some stage. It's
Yep.
It's not an exact science, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. And in this one, obviously, the unfortunate circumstance of the stupid lotto balls, of course. Christian Laettner so narrowly missed a championship. I mean, so narrowly. Then that extremely stacked Miami Heat team in 04-05 that could not get past Detroit.
Yep.
In 7 games. Just barely lost to that. Remember that?
I do. I can't deny. It's funny. I always liked Laettner as a player. I liked his skills and just the way he went about it. And I do remember watching him in Miami, and they were close.
That was
very close.
Yeah, that was such a cool team because they had, and a couple of guys that ended up going ringless after that because they either didn't stay or didn't get re-signed. Unfortunately, Laettner did not get brought back, and he never played again. Eddie Jones as well, which will break your heart, obviously being a Laker fan over there. That sucked that he didn't get that ring. I was cheering for him. Luckily, Alonzo did get it the next year, and Gary Payton and such. But yeah, not Laettner, not Eddie.
Well, when you say crap like he did, allegedly, he's probably don't deserve one.
Yeah, if that's true, and I would say it's about a 80% chance it's true. So, and that's really goofy, isn't it?
Yep.
It's a bit of a legend in this town. So there you go. Couple of very familiar names to Timberwolves and Lakers fans along the way. So it is time for the Bar Fight Award, or Bar Fight, not the Bar Fight Award, Bar Fight. Just the two guys, or people, things, or whatever it is, players we'd like to smash a bottle over their head.
Well, I've got to give it to our Laker fans on Twitter who actually tweet the Lakers and say, please lose today. I mean,
that's funny.
That just burns my cannolis. I mean, yeah, it's just not the Laker way. I mean, just to go and just to hope we lose. No, you compete, you try your best, and if we lose, so be it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just so. Oh, that just makes me so angry. It pisses me off to no end. Like, how do you root for your team to lose? It just, I can't understand it. It's not my way. I know some people out there want the draft pick. So do I. But
yeah,
to actually think that's just crazy. Like, to go out and lose. So yeah, bottle over the head for you blokes.
Mm-hmm.
Pull your heads in, for God's sake. It's not the Laker way.
It's not. Damn it.
It's a T-Wolf way, not our way.
Oh, look at you.
Ooh.
Zing! Zing, zing, and zing. Oh, man. But for me, the bar fight award is everybody that's already saying Leitner. There we go. There it is. Loser, 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 winner. But for me, the bar fight is to everybody that keeps talking about. Because, yeah, I did get really pissed off on the Facebook this week. This is actually on the Timberwolves Explosion Facebook page, if I remember correctly, because I'm not seeing it on ours here. But, yeah, Timberwolves Explosion is another show, obviously, Timberwolves show, but that I do on iTunes. But, yeah, it's starting to get to me a little bit. I didn't mean to get that pissed off. I'm sorry I got that pissed off, and I didn't really cuss anybody out. I just said, screw you to everybody that's just saying he's already gone. But, yeah, screw you for saying he's already gone. Bar fight.
It's funny to see you get so angry. But we understand it. I mean...
Yeah.
Geez, I mean, I'm not happy that Gasol's going to leave, but I mean, it's a bit different because, he's won championships, but
yeah, you already have championships in concrete with him, and obviously in banners and everything, and he's older and all that, kind of like the Vikings losing Jared Allen, except no championships, but Vikings losing Jared Allen. I wasn't nearly as pissed off about that as if the Wolves were to lose Kevin Love. That would really suck. That would just... I'd be like...
Yeah, it's not like you can say, well, he won 2 chips with Kevin Love, and yes, he's 26, but that's just how I am. I look at the positives and just go, well, we won 2 championships, so, good luck. And, I mean, of course you want him to stay, but... Yeah, it's a shame. It's going to look good in purple, though.
Zing, he had to get that last... Oh, that hurts. It could happen.
It's going to happen.
Look at you. And I really want to thank Hank, though. Shout out to Hank, of course. Courtside Podcast, the other show that Vince Germano is a part of, and the show that got Vinny on the map of iTunes. Yes.
Oh, we got some, I should say we've got some sweet special shows coming out soon, so stick around for those.
Yeah, really looking forward to that. And if you don't check it out, you're missing out. That's all I got to say. Really awesome show. I mean, it's a tradition for me, and especially in summertime out mowing lawns. It makes it so nice for me. So, you get the idea. That's a great way to listen to this show and others as well, podcasts.
Well, that's it. You clean the house and you chuck a podcast on, and it makes just the housework a little bit easier. Or if you're doing some gardening, throw it on. Yeah,
I mean, it's an absolute privilege because if when I hear somebody say they don't have time for a podcast, they're not thinking straight, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I mean, come on now, you're a bunch of flogs. But,
who wouldn't want to listen to, my follically challenged friend in Joey and my lusciously full head of hair, Vin Rock, all the way from Australia. I mean, come on.
Oh, man. Listen to this guy. Oh, man, that is a zing. Oh, man, I think I'm your bar fight for the week. Look at you. I'm your bar fight.
I'm just talking about hair. We're sitting here talking about hair.
Yeah, look at us.
Hair? No, it's crazy. That's just silly.
But it's true. Yeah, it's true. Damn it. And yes, I want to thank Hank for giving us a shout out on the Courtside Facebook page. Really, I really do appreciate that. So
he's a good lad.
Yeah, awesome. What? So a brief check on the Facebook page. Tanae Brown out of New Zealand was talking about, the game that you didn't like as much. Lakers versus Wolves Day. Can't wait to watch and hear what you two have to say about it on your next show. Yeah, and that was
not good.
Yeah, it was definitely not good at all. At first I thought that was a post-game one, but no, it's okay either way. And really appreciate Tanae, always a very loyal listener.
He is. Keep posting, Tanae. Enjoy it.
Please do indeed. Yeah, we love it. Obviously, big Timberwolves fan. And yeah, that game was a record breaker, and that's kind of pretty much the theme of this show. You could say there was some records broken. Unfortunately, in both cases, non-playoff teams, but it is what it is, as we like to say.
I think that's twice this year. Absolutely pulled our pants down and absolutely gave us a seeing to.
Yeah, and the first one, we were really going ape on the Lakers. It was like 51 to 23 at one point. I even took a picture of it. Because I was so shocked.
Yeah.
And then we kind of sort of gave up a little bit of the lead. I mean, it wasn't anything like there was ever really a major doubt who was going to win the game, but still, it's like, the Lakers kind of made a little charge there for a little while. And then the Lakers kicked our ass like about a month later. Remember that?
I do remember that quite fondly. And you went quiet, I must admit, when that happened. But I man up and stick around and take the heat. That's all right.
Well, it was games like that. It's like I was so like down in the dumps thinking, this team's not serious. It was games like that made me truly believe that there is no playoffs for this team, or even if they do, it's like, so what? They're just going to get stomped in the first round because they're just not serious.
Building blocks, though, Joey. Building blocks.
Got to do something right?
You're not going to get to the playoffs your first year back and win the NBA championship. It's building block, my friend.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at you.
It's true. You can't expect to do that.
And yeah, I know. I'm just BSing because it's been 10 years. It's like, because we've been rebuilding. Remember that? I don't know if you remember that slogan?
Yeah, the 5-year rebuilding plan's into its 30th year.
Yeah, we're turning into Detroit Lions over here. Detroit Lions, yes. They're rebuilding.
I'll keep telling you, we'll win a championship before you.
Let's hope. Come on now, Kevin Love. Let's hope we can win that slap bet. There we go. Let's hope I'm not slapping myself on that one. Yeah. Let's make that a slap bet. Huh? Whoever wins first gets to, the other person has to slap themselves. There's our first slap bet.
Sure, why not? We'll just in honor of Hank McCoy.
Yeah, it's a very, very long-term slap bet potentially, but we go ahead.
Well, we have got an existing bet where if we win one, you've got to buy me a jersey, don't you, or vice versa?
Who is it?
Don't we haven't got a jersey up as a bet? Whoever wins the championship first? I think we do.
I forget which jersey was it? Was it the Magic one? I'm blanking.
No. Oh, you're blanking. I'm blanking too.
Yeah, like it sounds familiar, but I can't remember what.
Re-listen. It was a championship one.
Yeah, look at us. I think I do remember briefly, but I'll have to look back on it.
We're too old and skin full of beer to remember.
This doggone ethos, jeez, 6.8 ABV. This ain't no joke. It's a 16-ounce can too. Can poured into glass, of course. Yes. Yeah, it's kind of bitter too. 110 IBUs for those of you out there that might know what that means. It means their bitterness units or whatever. 110 is pretty damn high. I mean, that's high. Yeah, that's 143 high. Oh. It's just one game against two non-playoff teams. So with that,
No, it's all right. Go ahead.
Yep. I was going to say with that, any final thoughts you may have leading into next week?
I just want it to be over.
Yeah. Yep, I don't blame you. And it's the old go draft picks, huh?
Go Lakers. Who cares? Go draft picks.
Go Lakers. Go draft picks. So yes, with that we can just do our classic ending. Go Timberwolves.
Go Lakers. Nobody cares.
And go draft pick.
Top 5. Come on.